What's up everyone, my name is Gus and welcome to the channel. Fresh Season 2024 dropped a few days ago and we got two new bucket weapons, the Custom Explosher and the Dread Wringer D. If you know me, you already know that I'm a huge slosher enthusiast. I specialize in the slosher weapon class, and if you're new to the channel, hi, I like buckets. And if you like buckets too, prove it by hitting that like button and subscribing. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're less than 500 subscribers away, so I'd appreciate that support. For the past few days, I've been playing a lot of Dread Wringer D, so much that I was able to get a 4-star badge for it. As for Custom Explosher, well, let's just say it's gonna take me a little bit longer. I have some thoughts I'd like to share on these weapons, so without wasting any more time, let's get started with the video. Let's talk about Custom Explosher first, because I do have some harsh criticism of the weapon, and it ties into Nintendo's overall kit designs after the first initial wave of weapons that we received at the start of the game. But before going into that, I do want to stress that I think that this kit is fun, and it's completely okay to play this online. This is just my opinion, and if you don't like my opinion, well...
Gonna cry?
Custom Explosher was revealed to have Splash Wall and Triple Splashdown. Now, when I first saw this kit, I honestly started laughing because there is no way Nintendo could make such an unsynergistic and bad kit. But once reality came in, you would remember that Nintendo is also the same company that gave us Hydra with Auto Bomb and Splashdown in Splatoon 2. Let's get the obvious out of the way, because I know some of y'all are getting your keyboards ready to defend this kit by saying, actually, Triple Splashdown is incredibly overpowered and the best special in the game. And my response to you is, skill issue, just dodge it or shoot it down. I posted a meme that day it was released because it was just funny that Explosher, a backline, got Triple Splashdown, a frontline special. And I had a lot of interesting comments on that meme post. Someone said that they think Triple Splashdown would be good for Explosher because you can get the special pretty quick, and if someone tries to flank you and attack you, you have the special to get them off you. And to be honest, this was the most common defense that I've seen of people saying why Triple Splashdown is good on Explosher, and honestly, that's a really big issue. If your special is relegated to being a panic button in maps where flanks do not really exist, why would you want Triple Splashdown on a backline? Especially on a backline that is a heavy weapon that shoots incredibly slow. These type of defenses are just very situational. Even if you decide to play Explosher in the front, people can easily rush you down because this weapon is incredibly slow and Cooler is the most popular special currently in the game. Explosher abuses its strengths at a distance, so when you give it a special that works best in the front lines, you begin to see why the main weapon does not complement the special and vice versa. Now, Splash Wall, I think it's not the best for it, but it's also not the worst. It just feels very obscure. To be honest, sometimes I forget that this weapon even has Splash Wall when I'm playing in the game. It does not come as natural to this weapon as say a Slosher and a Splat Bomb that combos well together. Since Explosher already feels so slow, and you primarily try to use the main weapon on its own, the sub doesn't add as much value. Heck, I think Sprinkler would have been better to improve its movement and painting to get it special, or give it Marker to give it a long range combo potential. So let's hear the other side, right? What is the justification for having Explosher with Splash Wall? Because it could have some uses, and what we could do is compare it to another backline that also has Splash Wall, such as the Z+F Charger. Splash Wall is just really good for backlines because if you're playing against other backline weapons such as a Charger or an E-Leader, having that wall in front of you to protect you is really good. But a big difference between something like a Z+F Charger and a Custom Explosher is the special. The Splash Wall could be good, but for how it complements your special and your main weapon, it's gonna decide if the sub is actually good. Z+F, for example, has triple ink strikes, so it could impact the front from a safe distance while using the Splash Wall. Whereas Explosher, what can you really do with Triple Splashdown all the way in the back? If you go all the way into the front, you're just gonna get Triple Splashdown cancelled. And stop before you comment. No, you can't throw a wall and then expect the wall to protect you because you go above the wall and the person just needs to shoot you at the top of the wall. I just don't buy this kit because its synergy is just really off. This goes back to Nintendo's kit design. Nintendo had some very synergistic kits at the beginning of the game, with Vanilla Machine and Splash being two very good examples. But as we continued to get more weapons, the kits felt more random than intentional in making them synergistic. And yes, I understand that for you this kit might be fun, but imagine being an exclusive Explosher main, having a decent kit with Point Sensor and Inkstorm, only to wait almost 2 years to get a weapon with Splash Wall and Triple Splashdown. Rest in peace, soldier. I hardly knew you. Alright, moving on to Wringer D, and oh boy, I'm excited about this kit. Wringer D came out with Torpedo and Crab Tank. What do you mean it got Beacon and Wavebreaker? So the picture I saw on Twitter was a picture of a kit that I wanted? This perfect main weapon got Squid Beacon and Wavebreaker. Fuck! Okay, this is a turn of events, y'all. Okay, wait. This can actually work out, alright? You have a kit, right, that tracks people, and that's just really good in this game. I mean, come on. A bucket has never gotten beacon, so it's unproven, right? Flounder is really good for buckets and for beacons, and this weapon is just a perfect environment for it. You drop little structures on the maps, like the Nintendo intern said on Twitter. Like, come on. You know what? Okay, let me just play it first, okay? Hold up. Let's back up a little bit. I'll be right back. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, let me be straight up honest with y'all. After playing Wringer D for a while, I can confidently say that this weapon is really fun, but I'm not sure how good it will be. At first, I was a bit hesitant of Beacon, but it's slowly grown on me. It does suck not having a bomb to poke alongside the main weapon, considering the main weapon has incredible damage, but I found Beacon useful on certain maps trying to get my teammates in. My big issue with the kit is the special, surprise, Wavebreaker, in my opinion, is the worst special in the game. Yes, far worse than Reef Slider in my opinion. Even with the addition of Echolocator, the HP for this special is far too low. It's incredibly easy to shred, and if it does last, you only get 3 waves out of it, which may or may not have such a significant impact on the map. Wringer as a main weapon has so much potential. It's a bucket that has 90 damage, paints incredibly well, and can play alongside other slosher weapons and AoE weapons, making it very unique. This main weapon has the possibility of opening up so many doors to team comp designs if it just had the right kit. Suction and Reef Slider was a first good kit for the weapon, and I've said in the past that this weapon is the best Reef Slider weapon because of its good niche and splat zones. So with this new kit, you start to question, why would you want to sacrifice a really good niche weapon that plays well in splat zones with a bombless weapon and a specialist weapon? But to be really honest with you, I don't think this is the end of Wringer. If you've watched my first video on Wringer, you will know that all buckets at one point become meta. Every single slosher at one point in a Splatoon game became meta for a certain period of time. Some more than others, of course, but each slosher had their spotlight. So Wringer, you may have not gotten Torpedo and Crab Tank like I wanted. You might as well be renamed the Dead Wringer. Whether it's your success in low ink events in the hands of Mello and Mechog, whether it's your success with Prochara in bringing more recognition to the weapon, your future will be brighter in a different game. Okay, now where's Splatoon 4, bro? Let's get Wringer meta going on. Wait, is that a D on Wringer? The Will of D? Wait a